Hello folks, in the last session we talked about how to create an EBS volume. In this particular video we are going to see that if you have created an EBS volume separately, how to attach it to particular EC2 instance, then how you can detach it from the EC2 instance and attach and mount to another EC2 instance. So this exercise would be like you bring your external hard disk, put it with a computer system, copy the data into that hard disk, remove it and attach it to another laptop or computer system. Only thing is here we are using EBS volume and an EC2 instance. So let's go ahead. Now this is my EC2 dashboard. I've got two servers here, two EC2 instances running in availability zone AP South 1A. On the other hand, the volume side, both EC2 instances have a root volume, but I've got this extra volume created in the last session. I have to attach it to one of those EC2 instances. So first, can we do that? Yes, because they are in the same availability zone, AP South 1A. Before we attach this volume to an EC2 instance, let's go and see how does the EC2 instance look like internally from a storage perspective. So I have connected to my instance server 2A. So I connected to this one. It has got a public IP this and private IP 19140. So I have connected EC2 instance using putty. If you don't know how to connect that, go to my last few videos where I have explained how to connect to an EC2 instance using putty. Now I just connected to it and I have run sudo su command to enhance my privileges to a root level. I'll just clear it up. Then I'll run lsblk command, which basically shows you information about your storage volumes. So right now I've got 8 GB of hard disk and it has been mounted on a partition root. And I'm going to attach this volume to that EC2 instance. So extra volume, action, attach volume, search for your instance. So this is the one that I'm going to attach it. It is showing all the EC2 instances in that availability zone. And then ideally it should be mapped to this particular device ID, but here it shows that Linux kernels may change the name of the device. So this is not that important here and you can attach it now. So it will take some time to attach it, but not much, it would be just few seconds. And here you can see now the state is in use. Before attachment it was available. Coming back to our EC2 instance, now if I do lsblk, I can see here one extra XVDF device having 2 GB of volume. It's a disk type and it has not been mounted. This is the state of my storage volumes in the EC2 instance before attaching the volume, and this is how after attaching the volume. Now even though my storage volume has been attached, I cannot use it unless I mount it, and even I cannot mount it before I can format the system because this is a new disk. Let's first format the file system. I'm going to use mkfs-t ext4. I'm going to format it with the ext4 format and then the device name. So dev xvdf as suggested from here. If you are not familiar with Unix, this is how you access a particular disk. Each disk is there in form of a device. So I'm just naming here device and I'm running the make file system command. So this has formatted the storage volume. We'll just clear it up. Now I can mount my storage volume on a particular directory. For that the command would start from mount. But before mounting, where will I mount it? So I have to create a directory where I will mount my new storage volume. So I can go to root and I'm going to make a directory here called extra volume directory. Now if I have got an extra volume directory here, now I'm going to mount this directory on that particular device. So mount dev xvdf extra directory. There you go. How to check if that mount has succeeded or not? Again do lsblk. Now here you can find that xvdf has been properly mounted to extra volume directory. Now if you want to put any data into this extra storage volume, whatever you write inside the directory, that will go on that extra volume, extra EBS volume. So let's go here. So the last plus found is basically a default directory that gets created. Other than that, it would be blank. So here, if I suppose write in rcs.txt and put some content here so that we can track it. So this is a file created on extra EBS volume. That's the content of my rcs.txt. I'll just save it, and that's it. Now you can use this volume for whatever activity you need. Now what if I need to move this particular volume to another EC2 instance? When I say I want to move, that means I want to move the storage volume as well as the content which is kept on this. So for that, I just need to come out of this directory and then I have to unmount this particular device. Dev XVDF. That's the device name of my extra EBS volume. That's all. If you do lsblk now, you can see that device is there, but the mount point has been removed. Once you have unmounted, you can now detach the volume. So remember this sequence. You have to first create a volume, then you have to attach the volume with some EC2 instance, and then you have to mount that volume to a particular directory. While removing an storage volume, you first have to come out of the directory, then you have to unmount it, then you have to detach it. So we have unmounted it, now we can detach it, action, and then the detach volume. Remember, before detaching, it's here showing in use with what? With this particular EC2 instance. Now I'm going to detach this volume. It is getting detached from server to a EC2 instance. Again, it will take some time, not much. So here you can see now this is available, and here if you do lsblk once again, you'll see that it is gone. By the way, don't get confused by these two entries here. They refer to the same storage volume. The first one indicates about a disk, and second is the same thing showing that it is there as a partition and mounted at slash. So this is basically EBS root volume of that EC2 instance. You cannot of course detach a root volume from an EC2 instance. Now once I have detached the volume, remember what was there on that particular volume. There was a file called rcs.txt. I want to move my volume along with that data to another EC2 instance. So let's go to our instances. Now server 2A was the server to which I have attached already. Now I want to move it to Jenkins server. We can attach to it because they are in the same availability zone. So let's go to the volume section. Again click on this and again go and attach this volume and select which instance you want to attach it to. So this time it will be Jenkins server. It is just a name I have given to my EC2 instance, and again similar window you will find it here. Click on attach. Now I have also logged into my Jenkins server. This is my Jenkins server. I need to have root privileges for these kind of attaching etc. So the su. Now I can run clear it up and then lsblk. Here I can see now that has been attached now. Having said that, it has not yet been mounted. So without mounting in Unix, you cannot use a particular storage volume. So you first have to mount. But even before mounting, you need to tell it to what directory you want to mount it. So we'll go to root directory, create a directory, mkdir, and just call it extra volume directory once again. So now what I have to do is I have to mount it directly. Remember, I don't need to format it again, because if I format it, all my data would be lost, and since we are reusing that storage volume, so I don't need to format it. However, if I want, I can do. But in that case, all my data would be lost. So I'm going to mount it directly. Mount /dev, and whatever this source, here also it's xvdf. So I will just say xvdf. Where I want to mount it? Extra volume directory. And that's all. If you do lsblk now, you can see that xvdf device has been mounted to extra volume directory. And now is the good part. If you do go to extra volume directory, it's not a blank directory. Along with the usual lost plus found directory, you also got rcs.txt. This is the file that I created when I attached this volume to first EC2 instance. And if you want to see the content of it, you can see whatever I wrote there, it's there in this particular volume. So this is what we wrote in rcs.txt. So this is just an example that how you can attach a volume, put some data into it, and then detach a volume, and further attach it to another EC2 instance, and all your data would be intact. So this is a good way to move your data around. From an enterprise perspective, suppose you are generating a lot of log files on an application server, you can put that log on an extra volume so that whenever you need to move your log files, you can also just detach the volume and attach it to say something like where log processing or log investigation is happening. So that is just a possibility. Now that's all in this particular video. In the next video, we are going to talk about volumes and snapshot, how to take the backup of your EBS volume and how to restore it from there. So, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.